Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium for the Miami Northwestern Bulls versus the Miami Central Rockets Regional Final. 2 days after Thanksgiving, alongside SB Award winning coach Calvin Johnson and Rockets alum, I'm Haptam Kaleta. Coach, good evening. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Hap?
Super excited for this one. I know you are too, coach.
Absolutely. Actually, not only a regional finals game, but it's also a rematch of the Greater Miami Athletic Conference game that they had earlier, in which Northwestern pulled off the victory 31 to 20. So 30 to 21, my apologies, correction. So interesting match of the night. A few injuries on the field. Central got hit by the injury bug. They're great safety. Demetrius Ingram won't be playing, number 6. He won't be playing, so definitely going to be next man up at that position. And they're a little gimpy on the defensive line as Otis Guyton is a little injured, but he'll definitely go tonight. He'll go as far as he can go, and I'm pretty sure he's going to lay it all on the line for the Rockets. So definitely looking forward to a great game. It's a rematch game. It's a rivalry game, so we'll see what happens.
Of course, both schools we'd like to mention are proud Adidas Gladiator schools. And, everybody's wondering, Coach, who will take on the title of regional champs? Will it be the Northwestern Bulls or your Central Rockets? And, of course, the rematch, like you said, first game, you can learn from your mistakes. Hard to beat a team twice, but tonight all records are out the window. It's going to be head-to-head, Miami versus Miami, exactly what you love to see here at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium.
That's definitely, man. I think a couple of keys to victory here tonight would be for Miami Central, just to see if they can keep offensively, see if they can keep Neiman Lawrence and that attack on the sideline, mix it up a little bit. As you can see, the conditions here tonight is windy, a lot of rain, not a lot of rain, but some rain, but it's definitely windy tonight, so I don't expect to see too many balls flying around. But if Central is able to keep Neiman Lawrence on the sideline, and I think they could pull it out. And as far as Northwestern, I think they just stopped the big play ability of Central with their great defensive front and their linebacker and their secondary play. They definitely have a great opportunity of taking the victory tonight and moving on to the next round of the playoffs.
Absolutely, Coach. Kickoff is moments away. Want to make sure to bring the energy and cheer on the Bulls and Rockets to victory. So they're going to turn this Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium all the way up tonight as we get set for the national anthem, followed by kickoff. So tonight, under these bright light stadiums, Miami Northwestern and Miami Central, both teams are ready to dominate and give it all they've got. Between heart, hustle, and hometown pride, make sure to get on your feet and show your colors and show why you support the best team in the nation.
Yeah, as we take a look at the sideline here, Coach Victram, along with Desmond Johnson, Nicholas St. Joseph, along with Calvin Russell. And that was Desmond Johnson for the Bulls.
The late, the great Whitney Houston with the national anthem here at the Mecca, once again alongside SB award-winning coach Calvin Johnson, the Rockets alum. Let's not sugarcoat it by any means. Of course, he's got the Adidas shirt on, but it is a certain color, green. He'll be rooting for his alma mater, but we have the opportunity to broadcast tonight, Coach. What better place would you rather?
What better place you could be? And not only that, man, I mean, the NFL put on a great display of the 4 games prior to this. Let's see, can the Dade County football follow suit and put another great game on tonight, on Saturday night, after Black Friday. So it's been a great week of football. And take a look at the Bulls, headed to midfield there, led by their captains, Russell, Mathis, Nicholas St. Joseph, and Johnson. Shake, these guys are very familiar with each other, cross-town rivals. All the talk is over. All the back and forth, all the rigmarole is out the door. as two of the best teams, not only in the state of Florida and the city of Miami, but in the nation, get ready to take battle here in their gladiator gear by way of Patrick Mahomes and Adidas. Great game tonight. Stadium packed. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday night here in Miami-Dade County?
That's right, and we'd like to remind everybody rights to the telecast of this regional quarterfinal game, the regional final between Miami Central and Miami Northwestern in the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Championships have been granted to the 305 Plus Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is strictly prohibited.
Definitely all the talk is over, man, and these guys are getting ready to go to battle here. Like I said, the Rockets hit by a bit of an injury bug. Their star defensive end, Otis Guyton Jr., number 7. He's a big gimpy, but with the heart that he has, determination he has, and his belief and his faith in God, he's definitely going to be on the field tonight, giving it his all. It's definitely going to be interesting to see as you take a look at the Rockets here.
And here comes the Miami Central Rockets. And here come the Miami Northwestern Bulls.
Once again, time and time again, the way it ought to be, the way it's supposed to be. Two of the best teams facing each other once again.
Absolutely. We'd like to thank the 305 Plus Network for streaming tonight's game live. If you have family members and fans who are unable to attend tonight's game, make sure to have them download the 305 Plus app from their Apple Play Store or Google Play Store. We don't want them to miss a single minute of this action.
That's right, folks. I mean, if you can't make it out here, but it doesn't seem as many, there's not that many seats left out here, so that pretty much tells you that this whole city of Miami is here to watch this game. And as we watch this, the crowd, if we can see from our angle, cars are still pulling in, the lines are still long. This is the best seat in the house for a Saturday night when you're talking about high school football and this powerhouse of a state for football between Miami Northwestern and Miami Central. Two of the state and two of the nation's elite teams right here in Miami, Florida.
Of course, and just north, the MLS Eastern Conference Championships. Messi and company holding it down for Inter Miami, trying to get a victory and force a championship game here in South Florida. But first, we get to watch these two fantastic powerhouses battle each other.
Like said,
so number 29, as you get said, Cole Rodriguez, Bigfoot, going against the Bulls.
I know pretty at home they can't see it on TV, but it is gusty out here. There's a wind gust probably between 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we'll see how that affects Miami Central's big strike ability in the air, and also for Northwestern, but more balanced. But they also have a great passing attack as well with their great sophomore quarterback in Neiman Lawrence. So we'll see how that affects their both teams' passing game, and we'll definitely see how both teams respond.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time once you realize the two teams who are going to play. As you said, a packed house. People are still coming in. Every which way you can see, it's already a packed house. Traz Powell Stadium, Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium on a Saturday night. Wind gusts picking up. As you said, it's playoff football, Coach.
Gotta love it. And one thing also we failed to mention is win and go home. So here we go.
Here we go, Coach. Cole Rodriguez set to kick off for the Rockets. Takes a big Rockets bounce all the way to the end zone for a touchback. So we have 1st and 10 for the Bulls.
I think that was a little evidence of the wind gust right there with an ankle kick by Cole Rodriguez. Dumont was unable to field it cleanly, and therefore he lets it go into the end zone as the Rockets elected to receive the kickoff in the second half. So we'll definitely get to see how number 19, Neelan Perez, responds being thrown on the field. I say their star defensive end, Otis Guyton Jr., is gimpy. He may play, he may not play, but here's a great opportunity for the senior defensive lineman, Neelan Perez, number 19. Let's see how he plays and see how he responds. But what a great night to prove who you are and what you can do.
1st and 10 for the Bulls. 3 receivers lined up to the left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Not much room at all. Makes a tackle. Gain of about 1 yard for the first play from scrimmage. Great defense by Miami Central. That was number 21, Melvin Blunt. All over that one. That brings it up 2nd down and 9 for the Bulls.
Yeah, great job. Also, along with Kelvin Blunt, was number 17, Louis Dean Paul, along with the Florida State commit, number 4, Karan Maycock. So definitely both teams are fired up and ready to play.
Trips right for the Bulls. Shotgun formation once again. Lawrence taking his time. Takes the snap, looks right. Lawrence pressured. Passes in and out of the hands of Calvin Russell Jr. Great effort. He just couldn't hold on to that. Even better defense from your Rockets.
Yeah, great job. That was Ja'Kai Barber. Ja'Kai Barber got there, and great job by Lawrence as well to look right into the eyes of the defender as he was coming in and to still get the pass off. Unfortunately, Russell was unable to come down with the catch, a clean catch, but great job by Ja'Kai Barber as he got back there, the 6'2", 265-pound defensive lineman for the Rockets.
So here we go, 3rd and 9. Trips right once again for the Bulls. Shotgun formation. Lawrence scans the defense. 4 down linemen for the Rockets. Here's motion from Tompkins. Lawrence, screen pass to the other side. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle all the way to the 33, 34-yard line. 1st down, Mathis and the Bulls.
But not until after he was able to gain the 1st down. Great call by the Miami Northwestern offensive coordinator there.
Absolutely, Coach. They sniffed it out all the way. Happened to work out exactly how they needed it. 1st and 10 for the Bulls here as the clock continues to roll. Shotgun formation once again for Lawrence. Changes the play at the line. Twin receivers split on both sides. Here's Lawrence. Takes the snap. RPO, hands the ball off up the middle. Not much room at all. That was Mathis once again with the carry. But stiff defense, and there's some activity at the top of the field. You got to watch it, Coach.
Yes,
you always talk about that.
Emotions. But guess what? Emotions have to subside now. Once the ball has been kicked off, you're ready to play. It's all about team mentality and not being selfish. But great job. Once you get past that first level of the Rocket defense, you already know who's going to be there. And Louis Dean Paul and Karan Maycock, great job of coming up getting the tackle. So Russell and William Brown definitely have to keep their cool. You know, they don't want to cost their team anything in a game like that, in a game of interest, because every snap counts tonight for both teams.
Here we go. Shotgun formation once again for the Bulls. Lawrence scans the defense. Clock continuing to roll here in this 1st quarter. Lawrence takes the snap, looks left, launches it down the field. He's got a man. So Jr. can't grab it. Had 2 defenders behind him, but just off the mark. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 here, Coach, for the Bulls. Big play here on this 1st drive.
Pretty good coverage by Aaron Ellis right there on the defense. A bit out of the outstretched arms of Russell there, but great job by the Rockets thus far, sending pressure. Definitely, they know the drill. They have to get Lawrence off his square. They got to make Lawrence uncomfortable tonight. Let's see if the sophomore can handle the pressure coming from Miami Central. And definitely, since Miami Central is not in full service without Otis Guyton being that defensive end. So
absolutely, they are missing him, but defense playing well thus far. Big 3rd down play here for the Bulls. Still scoreless here if you're just joining us. Live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Shotgun formation, trips right. Here's a man in motion. That's Tompkins. Man coverage. Lawrence pressured, avoids the sack, spins, still on his feet. Lawrence to the 40, 45 to the 50, breaks a tackle, brought down, still on his feet, out of bounds at the 37-yard line. First down, Miami Northwestern.
Great job by Neiman Lawrence to avoid the Rockets' pass rush and blitz. Missing some tackles there, and Lawrence not known for his escapability here as we take a look at the replay. Lawrence almost was tackled right there. Another time he escapes. He's able to get past Paul as he heads upfield. And credit Lawrence with being able to run because he's not a run-first quarterback. He always keeps his head up and looks downfield to be able to find his open receiver. But great job by Neiman Lawrence to keep the drive going for the Bulls. Great job equally as well by the Rockets defense. They just was unable to make a play. So great job by Neiman Lawrence.
1st and 10, trips left for the Bulls. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle. Nice, tough run. That's Mathis still on his feet, all the way down to the 32-yard line. Nice, tough run for a gain of about 7 yards. Clock continues to tick down in this first quarter. Bulls continuing to drive down. Great start.
Yeah, great start.
Miami Northwestern.
I mean, Northwestern's coming out with great balance. A run here, a pass there, a screen play here, and great run to be able to escape the sack, keep the drive going by Lawrence, and also to keep the Rockets' big strike playability offense on the sideline. Great job thus far by the Bulls and their coaching staff.
Second and 4 from the 32. Lawrence in the shotgun, bunch formation on the left. Here's Tompkins in motion. Lawrence takes the snap, pressured. He has a man wide open. Russell Jr. at the 5. Touchdown! Bulls! Calvin Russell Jr. strikes first as the Bulls take a 6-0 lead here in this first quarter.
Great job by Lawrence and Russell. Great pitch and catch right here. And once again, as we look at the replay, as I see Russell lead the side, he didn't get touched. He had a free release. So therefore, it seemed like a little mix-up on the Rockets' defensive backfield. But nonetheless, great play, great pitch and catch. And Russell did what he does best of being a 5-star recruit, headed to the University of Syracuse. He takes it to the house for the Bulls. There you have it, 6-0 Bulls early here in the first quarter.
Here's Alex Money Lima for the point after attempt. And they run it in. Great job by Lanier. Unbelievable job. Rockets couldn't make the tackle, and the Bulls lead 8-0 here in this first quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break, folks. You are watching the 305 Plus Network. Bulls on top 8-0. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 8-0 is your score here in favor of the Bulls over the Rockets. Alongside Calvin Johnson, I'm Haptam Kaleta. Saturday night here at Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Fantastic contests thus far as Alex Lima kicks the ball off. Recovered at the 18-yard line. Nice move. Down at the 24. My goodness, great tackle in the open field. Calvin Russell Jr. all over that one.
Great job, Russell. Taking to put a stamp on the game early already by way of offense with a touchdown. And right here as a special teams play by Russell. But great first drive by Northwestern. All their plays were intentional. The players came out with great intentions. And they definitely had a plan, and they saw their plan through. And now it's equally eager to see here how the Rockets offense responds. I'm pretty sure the Northwestern defense is ready to, they're licking their chops to be able to get to the quarterback McQueen as well. So here we go.
Folks, don't forget to visit Miami Northwestern and Miami Central School stores to get your gear for all sports. You can access their stores by going to the 305plusnetwork.com, or excuse me, the 305plusnetwork.tv and click on shop to purchase gear for your respective schools. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Just under 8 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Here's the snap. Passes over the middle. Looked like some contact, but no flag on the field intended for Joseph. McQueen throws the incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Rockets.
Great job there. The coverage by Nicholas Lanier. It seems that ball was tipped also, so the Bulls had that pretty much well defended. So let's see what Officer Coordinator Tommy Schuler could draw up here on 2nd down, 2nd 10 for the Rockets.
So here we go, McQueen in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left. Here's a snap, hands the ball off. The scrimmage for a tackle for loss. Excellent defense by James Briggs. Big loss on the play for the Rockets.
Great job by James Briggs. Being unblockable on that play, Jonathan Joseph unable to get a hand on him, and Briggs spelled it out. And he was there to make the great tackle. Which is equally big, man. You have to make that tackle. Great job by Briggs wrapping up and getting a 3-yard loss for his Bulls defense.
So that brings up 3rd and about 13 for the Rockets as they get set. Shotgun formation, trips left. Here's McQueen, takes the snap, drops back, scrambles to the right, launches it down the field, passes incomplete. Great defense by the Bulls. That'll bring up 4th down and very long for the Rockets here on their first possession.
Good job by McQueen to be able to escape the Bulls' pressure, able to still avoid the pressure and try to get the ball completed to Kareem Brown. But unfortunately, once again, great defense by Miami Northwestern. So great job by Northwestern defense on their first drive. So now we got to see how the Rockets defense respond, getting right back on the field.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them, folks. So 8-0 your score here, still in this first quarter. You were watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back from this regional final. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 8-0 your score here, live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Bulls on top of the Rockets. Cole Rodriguez set to punt the ball away for Miami Central. Nice punt all the way down to the 34-yard line. Makes a man miss. Look at Dumont trying to do his best ability, but falls down, and it will be Bulls football as they lead 8-0 here in this first quarter.
Yeah, great punt by Cole Rodriguez on to give a pretty good field position.
So we'd like to remind everybody, folks, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Remember to play strong, play hard, and play fair. This message is provided by this station and the FHSAA. 1st and 10 for Lawrence and company. Twin receivers lined up on both sides. Here's the snap. RPO, hands the ball off up the middle. Nice, tough run. Gain of about 9 yards. That's Erwin James, the Bull, making his presence felt. As Coach Victram talked about, they call him the Bull for the reason. You like the truck, Bull truck, either one. He's a problem.
Yes, he is, a.k.a. Truck.
And nice run again. Not wasting any time. That's Erwin James. Another first down for the Bulls.
Way to go by Northwestern here with the change it up right now with a up-tempo style offense. And, like you see, back-to-back runs by Truck James. And you see why they call him Truck. He runs behind his pads, and he always falls forward. So great job by Erwin Truck James.
Here's the snap. Lawrence hands the ball off once again. Nice tough run up the middle, met by a slew of Rocket defenders, but not before gaining about 5 yards on the run. Brings up 2nd and 5 for Miami Northwestern. As you see the replay, another quick handoff up the middle. They continue to run James, wearing down this Rocket defense.
Also keeping the Rocket defense off guard here, so looking past but not expecting to run. So good job by the Northwestern offensive coordinator thus far, keeping the Rocket defense a little off balance.
Twin receivers lined up on both sides. Here's Lawrence, steps back, looks down the field. He's got a man wide open. This connects with Lanier, and Lanier scores the 2nd touchdown for the Bulls. Oh my goodness! What a pitch and catch. They make it look so easy. 14-0 your score here, and we're still in this first quarter here at the regional final at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium.
Great pitch and catch from Nicholas Lanier from Neiman Lawrence right over the top. Lanier was able to track the ball as he had his Rocket defender beat by 2 or 3 steps. Great pitch and catch to put the Bulls up 14-0 here early in the first quarter.
And I have to ask, Coach, where has the defense been? The DBs, the secondary, that's twice they've gotten beat for 2 touchdowns. And there's the point after attempt, Alex Money Lima, and it is good. 15-0 your score in favor of Miami Northwestern, folks. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between Miami Central and Miami Northwestern on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 15-0 your score here in favor of the Bulls. Rockets trailing in this first quarter alongside Calvin Johnson. I'm Haftam Kaleta bringing you this broadcast Saturday night here in Miami. Cars continuing to pile in. We already have a packed house.
Sold out. No more tickets, so sold out. Running out of seats here. If you're not here, you need to get here. It's the best seat in town. Like a great job with the Bulls coming out with great intention. All their plays have been intentional. Their runs have been great. They whenever they have get a big play chance, they take advantage of it and they make it count. So Coach Victor and his staff can't be more happy with his players. Now let's see how the Rockets respond as they're down early here, but we have a lot of football left to play.
And here's the kick. Ford grabs it at the 17-yard line, brought down at the 21-yard line. And the Bulls sideline is extremely hype right now. They lead 15-0 with 5:25 left to play in this first quarter.
Yeah, great job. Great special team job by their star defensive end, number 16, Marcus King. King is definitely one of the great defensive ends in the long line. A great defensive end and defensive lineman that played here at Northwestern. He's also the nephew of former Northwestern great linebacker Sean Spence.
That's right, folks. We'd like to thank our proud sponsors tonight. Of course, Adidas, Baptist Hospital, Dick's Sporting Goods in Aventura, Dick's Sporting Goods in Midtown, the 305 alumni, and, of course, the 305 Plus Network. 3 receivers lined up to the right for the Rockets.
I think the Rockets just may have to, offense just have to settle down here, put a drive together, and try to come up with some good plays.
Here's McQueen, fires to the left, pass is complete. Kinsey pushed out of bounds. Gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7 for the Rockets.
Great play by Kinsey to make something out of nothing, but even equally better play. Great tackle by Nicholas Lanier, number 2 there for the Bulls.
Trips right once again for Central. And brought down behind the original line of scrimmage is Jaden Ford. What a defensive play by Adrian Ellis and the rest of that Bulls defense.
Great job by Adrian Ellis to spell it out and to tackle Ford at the point of contact. And that's awesome because, you know, with a guy like Ford and for the guys even on the Northwestern side, you have to make that tackle at the initial point of contact. It's a great job by the Northwest defender, number 30. Adrian Ellis.
So Ellis with a great play. Here's 3rd down. McQueen fires over the middle. He's got a man. Almost intercepted. This was intended for Kareem Brown. And then it was nearly intercepted by the Bulls. That brings up 4th and 9. And once again, the special teams unit will come on the field for the Rockets. 0-2 on their first 2 drives. Great defense by the Bulls.
Absolutely. Good defense by the Bulls. McQueen had an open man. Unfortunately, he was unable to complete that pass. So, and almost caused an interception. That's something that the Bulls definitely can't happen. Central couldn't afford to happen on this side of the field, given the Bulls explosive offense, great field position.
Here's Cole Rodriguez, another great punt for the Rockets. My goodness, takes a big Miami Central bounce all the way down to the 13-yard line, maybe the 12-yard line. So Cole Rodriguez flips the field just like that. Great opportunity for the Rockets defense.
Great punt by Cole Rodriguez. That was to get the Rockets defense some good field position to work with. Northwestern have to take it 81 yards here to go for a score. So great job by Cole Rodriguez. Great punt.
Fans, and we hope you are enjoying all the upgrades that you see around the stadium. Of course, it's Adidas Field at Trasbala Stadium. We couldn't have transformed the stadium without the generous support from our MDCPS and Adidas partnership. Folks, let's give it up for Adidas, our proud official apparel partner. 1st and 10 for the West. They lead 15-0 here in this first quarter, looking to add to their lead.
See, Otis Guyton has checked into the game. Let's see how much effort that he can get a Rockets, being that he's playing at half speed with a lower extremity injury. So.
Lawrence hands the ball off up the middle. Not much room at all. Met by a slew of Rockets defenders. Gain of about 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9 for the West.
An immediate impact there by Otis Guyton being able to get into the backfield early and redirect James. But James, with his good running ability, still was able to get a yard out of that.
So that brings up 2nd and 9 for Miami Northwestern. 3 receivers lined up to the left. Here's Lawrence in the shotgun. Has a man in motion. Throws the quick screen. Has a man miss, and he fumbles the ball. No, recovers it. That's great defense by the Rockets, forcing 3rd down for the Bulls.
Good tackle by William Brown to come up and stop Mathis, but not after he was able to get some good yardage. Take a look at Coach Gibb and his coaching staff. Trying to draw something up here to get the ball back over to his offense. Third and very manageable 4 yards for the Bulls offense.
So here we go. There's movement before the snap, and there is a flag. Only question is, who will it go against, Coach? So automatic 1st down. The flag goes against the defense. And that's a big play for the Bulls as they keep the drive alive once again here in this first quarter.
Yeah, that was Kai Barber, number 88. A bit antsy on the play. Gives the Bulls another 1st down.
Grips right for the Bulls. Here's the handoff up the middle. RPO. Nice run. He breaks a tackle. There's Mathis to the 50. Brought down at the 43-yard line. What a run by Mathis. 1st down, Bulls.
Take a look at the replay here. Mathis, good feet work. He's able to find the hole, make the safety miss. He's headed upfield, getting positive yardage on the play. Another great run by Mathis to keep the drive alive for the Bulls.
Here's Lawrence, looks left, looks right, throws it over the middle. This is complete. Great move all the way down to the 26-yard line. That was Nick St. Joseph with another 1st down for the West.
Right now, Lawrence is back there. He's on his square. He's definitely comfortable. He's seeing the field good. He's able to see his receiver and complete the pass. Great pitch and catch from Lawrence to Joseph for another Bulls 1st down.
And the Bulls clicking on all cylinders. As you see the Central Rockets cheerleaders trying to will their team back in this one. They trail 15-0 here in this first quarter. Here's Lawrence, RPO, hands the ball off up the middle once again to Mathis. Mathis met at the middle. Not much room at all. Great defense by Mr. Paul and company. That'll bring up 2nd and about 9 yards for the Bulls.
And the Bulls are definitely in charge here. They got the momentum on their side. Great balance so far from the Bulls' offensive attack. They have flags on the field.
And we'll see what the flag is. So the call goes against the Rockets. Bulls inching closer and closer to the end zone once again inside the red zone.
Penalty that the Rockets defense definitely couldn't afford after making a good first down stop. And once again, the West is in red zone. They're going for another score.
Here's a snap. Lawrence hands the ball off to Erwin James. James, tough run up the middle, gain of about 1, maybe 2, depending on the spot. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 as the first quarter continues to roll. Just over 1 minute remaining. Bulls on top by 2 scores. They got the 2-point conversion on the first touchdown. Defense played great, and here we go. It's been all Bulls here in this first quarter. Can they add to their lead? Twin receivers lined up to the right. Here's Lawrence, takes the snap, play action, looks right, fires it deep to the end zone, touchdown! Northwestern again! So Nick St. Joseph once again getting loose in the end zone as you see the replay here.
And Joseph lined up in the slot. Bit of a pick play here. Ball's in the air. A little contact there, but Joseph still able to come down with a clean catch. Great throw by Neiman Lawrence right over the top. Couldn't throw a better ball. Great reception by Joseph.
Alex Money Lima with the point after attempt. And let's see, hold on, there was a whistle and a flag. See what the official word is. So encroachment on the defense. They will line it up once again. Watch Lanier. They did go for the fake in the first touchdown.
Definitely have to be aware with Joseph as the holder. Excuse me, with Nicholas Lanier as the holder. So.
And another flag before Money Lima can get it off. Looks like there was movement on the offense. We'll await the official call. So this one will go against the Bulls.
So far, Bulls, Neiman Lawrence looking very impressive. He's back there standing tall and looking over the defense offensive line and surveying the field. And was able to hit his receivers in stride.
He's been Demon Lawrence for the Rockets tonight. And
yes, he has.
Just like that, 22-0 is your score. It's been all Bulls in this one, folks. We'll take a quick commercial break. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between Miami Central and Miami Northwestern on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 22-0 your score here in favor of guess who? The Bulls of Northwestern. Here's another kickoff. Ball recovered at the 15-yard line. Nice return by Ford. Met at the 25-yard line. Nice return for Miami Central. They need something here in this first quarter as they trail big. We'll see if they can get something going here. Coach, your thoughts? You're coming out of this one, you're trailing big, but it's only the first quarter. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, this is his opportunity now for Coach Schuler, offensive coordinator, to put together some type of, drive sustainability here. mix it up a little bit, come out with some safe passes, but they definitely cannot afford to have a turnover or a quick 3 and out here deep in their own territory. Like I said, we're still just in the first quarter, so Coach Schuler could draw up some plays to keep the ball, keep the offense moving, and keep the West offense on the sideline. So.
Here's McQueen, fires to the right side, pass is complete. That's Kareem Brown with the reception right around the first down marker, just short. That'll bring up 2nd and 1 as the first quarter continues to wind down. Rockets trail 22-0. Here's McQueen, trips left for the Rockets.
That was a great pitch and catch there from McQueen to Brown. Something that he needed, maybe that'll get his confidence going and get some type of.
And nearly a pick six. He was walking in the end zone. What a play by Keandre Ponton. Oh my goodness. McQueen saw it and Ponton read it before he got it out. Just got too excited. He would have walked in the end zone, Coach.
Yes, he would have. And I just was saying that that's something that the Rockets can't afford to give up here, and they're deep in their own territory.
So 3rd and 1, here we go. McQueen, RPO, hands the ball off up the middle. Nice, tough run. Omari Hollis, but there is a flag on the play, Coach. Just when the Rockets get a first down and avoid near disaster, we'll see what the official call is.
Something that the Rockets could use, a penalty there to keep their drive going. Say maybe if you take a look at this packed house here at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium, nothing less than what you can expect whenever Miami Central or Miami Northwestern plays. Always going to be a packed house, a lot of proud alumni on both sides, a lot of state championships, a lot of good pedigree and lineage on both teams.
So here we go. McQueen fires to the middle, passes incomplete right through the hands of Brian McCoy. And he wants that one back, Coach.
Yeah, McCoy was a little antsy there, unable to come down with that pass. But whenever your offense is struggling and your quarterback doesn't seem to have his groove, those are the catches that your receivers have to make to help the quarterback out. You have to come down with that. I'm pretty sure he'll atone for that at some point later on in the game.
Absolutely. Final play of the first quarter, barring any defensive penalty. McQueen quickly loses the snap and gets brought down for the sack. Excellent defense by Jordan Campbell and company, and that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end. Miami Northwestern 22 and Miami Central 0. Folks, we'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls here on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment for the second quarter.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities. Funding for essential programs has been a long-standing challenge for our schools. Limited budgets mean tough choices, and often, programs that enrich student life are the first on the chopping block. But thanks to Miami-Dade County Public Schools licensing program and the 305 Plus network, Holston has created new ways to generate revenue, helping our schools become less dependent on state funding and local taxes. This support doesn't just keep programs running, it keeps them alive. Each purchase of licensed merchandise directly supports our schools, meaning every dollar spent goes back into creating opportunities for our students. The impact of Holston support is tangible. Just look at initiatives like the Gridiron Football Showcase, where young...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter of action underway in just a moment. It's been all Bulls here at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Here's McQueen, shotgun formation, throws over the middle, hands in the defender. That'll bring up 3rd and 16, incomplete. McQueen just not on his A game this evening. At first quarter didn't look too good, but the Bulls defense must be giving him fits.
like they were sending the house and they dropped a bunch of guys into coverage. He was unable to dissect that and come down with a clean pass, but that's attributed to the Bulls defense and the scheme thus far.
Right, and
that they're able to,
that was third down, so that'll bring up fourth down now as the Rockets get set to punt. Here's Cole Rodriguez, been having a fantastic night punting the ball. Another booting for Miami Central. Down at the 8-yard line, that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Bulls.
Another great punt by Cole Rodriguez.
He's had an outstanding night punting the ball.
Definitely the MVP for the Rockets here.
Absolutely. We'd like to remind everybody tonight's game between Miami Central and Miami Northwestern in the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. You're just joining us, folks. Second quarter of action underway. Bulls on top 22-0. Here's Lawrence, pitches it to the left side, behind the line of scrimmage. What a play by the Rockets defense. Big play behind the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and about 12 for the Bulls.
Yeah, great job by number 24. That was Quentin Rowe Jr. Able to spell that out and get there and wrap the receiver up. And like I said, that's going to be important from this point on in the game. You have to make those tackles at the point of attack to not allow any yak or missed tackles to lead to drive extension and big plays. So let's see how the Rockets defense answers after a great play by Rowe.
Here's the snap. Lawrence, RPO, hands the ball off. No play action. He's got a man deep. Throws it down the middle of the field. Dumont can't quite hold on to it. Incomplete. Bringing up 3rd and 13. Great defense by the Rockets. They've got a chance to get the ball back here after this 3rd down.
Back-to-back good plays by Quentin Rowe Jr. Able to run stride for stride with the receiver. A good throw by, good attempt by Lawrence. This would be great for the Rockets to be able to get a stop here and get the ball back to their offense. They get a stop here and force a punt from the Bulls in their own end zone. They'll be able to come up with some great field position and try to put a drive together. So
that's right, looking for Otis Guyton, but not on the field. We'll see if the rest of his teammates can do it. And he is. I take that back, right in the middle. It's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Hold on now. Did he fumble the ball? Did he fumble the ball? And they do say Central recovered. Hold on. Touchdown, Central Rockets.
Great pressure by the sophomore, number 97. That was Damian Harvey with the script sack, the recovery, and Harvey picks the balls up, and he's able to take it into the end zone. That was a much-needed play by the Rocket defense. You take a look at Harvey. Here's stalemate. He's forcing the ball back. Great script tackle. I believe that was number 15. Cameron McCray with the script sack. And Harvey able to pick the ball up and take it into the end zone for a much-needed score. And great play by the Rockets defense. Great answer here early in the 2nd quarter for the Central Rockets.
And here's Cole Rodriguez with the point after attempt. It is good. So just like that, what a defensive play by the Rockets, giving them life. We'll take a quick commercial break, folks. 22-7 your score in favor of the Bulls. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Adidas Field at Trasbella Stadium alongside Calvin Johnson, the SP award-winning coach. I'm Haptam Kaleta. What a play by the Rockets defense, giving them life here in the second quarter, coach. The strip sack, fumble recovery, and the touchdown.
A much-needed play from the Rockets defense to be able to help their offense out some. So it's going to definitely take a team effort to win this game on both teams' behalf. So great job by Cameron McCray and Damian Harvey, able to pick the ball up and take it into the end zone. So great job by the Rockets defense. So pretty sure they're pretty hyped up to get back on the field and try to come up with another big play, a fumble or interception, but not even just another 3 and out, or just being able to stop the Bulls offensively would be a big feat for the Rockets.
So what a contest it's been in the first quarter. 22-0 in favor of the Bulls, and then in the second quarter, the Central Rockets respond with a defensive touchdown. They trail 22-7. Lawrence here in the shotgun, 1st and 10 for Miami Northwestern. Twin receivers lined up to the right. Here's Lawrence. RPO, hands the ball off up the middle. Plenty of room for Owen James. 1st down and more. Brought down after a gain of 11 yards. Nice run by the Bulls to start the drive.
Yeah, great call here by the Bulls offensive coordinator to take some of that steam out of that Rockets pass rush. That's James. Like I said, truck. Once again, truck.
Another tough run by James to the left. Looked like the same play, Coach.
Yeah, with positive yardage. So good job of keeping the Rockets defense off balance here. Great play calls. Great balance so far for the Northwestern offense. So.
Here we go. Twin receivers lined up on both sides for the Bulls. Here's Lawrence, looks left, fires it down the middle, pass is complete. Another 1st down, this time to Joseph Jr. once again. 1st down, Bulls.
Good tackle by William Brown, even better catch by Nick St. Joseph. Get the Bulls another 1st down. Not only that, they're keeping the drive going.
Here we go, shotgun formation once again. Lawrence, twin receivers lined up to the right. RPO hands the ball off up the middle, not fooled whatsoever. Great tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Another tackle for loss. That was number 88, Ja'Kai Barber. Excellent tackle at the line.
Good job by Barber. As you take a look at Barber, number 88 there. Tony throw his earlier encroachment that gave the Bulls. They kept their drive going, and they ultimately went in for a score. So great job by Ja'Kai Barber there.
Twin receivers to the right once again. Lawrence in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks left. Nice pitch and catch, pass is complete. Nicholas Lanier with the sticky hands. That's another 1st down for the Bulls as they continue to drive down the field here in the second quarter.
Yes, Lanier able to beat Jocelyn Joseph off the line of scrimmage. He came up with a tough completion as he took a hit there and was able to hang on to the ball. But not until after he was able to get another 1st down for the Bulls.
So 22-7. Bulls on top of the Rockets. Bulls trying to respond after giving up that strip sack fumble and touchdown. But nonetheless, they've already put up 22 in this first quarter. However, second quarter, so far it's been Rockets, bend but don't break. Haven't given up any points this quarter. If they can make a stop here, you've got 2 great field goal kickers, but if you can come up with 0 or 3 at worst, and then Rockets can respond, should be an exciting second half. But nonetheless, plenty of time in the second quarter. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to the left side. Here's Mathis. Mathis scampers pushed out of bounds. Gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards, brings up 2nd and short for the Bulls.
Yeah, good job by Mathis to be able to scamper and read his block and able to get outside to get some more positive yardage for the Bulls offense. Also equally great balance. I can't harp on enough, but great balance by the Bulls offense, keeping the Rocket defense off balance. Mixing in some runs and some passes here.
Here we go. Lawrence takes a snap, looks to the right, fires it down the field, just over the head of Calvin Russell Jr. Great defense by the Rockets. Brings up 3rd and short. Big play for the Bulls here on offense.
Pretty good coverage there by Kenzie. Lawrence just unable to connect with Russell there on the place. Good safe pass. They found their one-on-one matchup and we're looking to exploit it. The rain is coming down here at the stadium.
So here we go, shotgun formation once again. Twin receivers lined up on both sides. Lawrence, hard count. Now gets the call from the sideline. Lawrence recalibrating the play. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 4. Lawrence takes the snap, looks left. This is complete! Great catch all the way down to the 12. First down, Bulls. Great job, Nick St. Joseph Jr. with the reception.
Joseph lined outside. Doesn't get a hand on him. Great pass once again by Lawrence to be able to thread that in between 2 defenders for another Bulls first down, especially in these conditions. The ball is wet, it's raining out there. But Lawrence, nonetheless, still able to complete a pass. Great job by Lawrence, standing tall. And complete this pass.
Here we go. RPO hands the ball off to Mathis up the middle. Not much room at all. Great defense by Brandon Kinsey and Cameron McCray making the stop on that play. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Bulls. Clock continues to roll as they lead 22-7 here in the 2nd quarter.
Good job by McCray. Able to come from the opposite side of his defensive end position to be able to track that down and get a tackle for a loss there. And also Brandon Kinsey to come up with a stop. Good job by the Rockets defense.
Kinsey was waiting for him. McCray just led him to him, and then they both sandwiched him for the tackle. 2nd and 11 is the official call on the field. As you were watching this contest live from Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium, here's Lawrence with the shotgun. There's a timeout on the field, and we'll take it with him, folks. 22-7, your score in favor of the Bulls, folks. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Miami Central Rockets and the Miami Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 22-7, your score in favor of the Bulls. Alongside Calvin Johnson, I'm Haptam Kaleta. Exciting contest thus far as the rain begins to fall here at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Lawrence, RPO, throws the ball over the middle. Pass is complete. Did he hold on to it? He did. Another touchdown for the Bulls. Nick St. Joseph scores another one.
Once again, Joseph lined up in a bunch set here. He fakes outside, comes back inside. A great pass by Demon Lawrence as he threads the needle here in these rainy conditions.
And what kind of route was that? The S route? I mean, inside, outside, back, inside? Oh,
it was a bit of a dig, and then he went outside, dig back to the inside.
And the DB fell for it, just went right outside. Pitch and catch by the Bulls once again.
Great pass by Demon Lawrence as Lawrence showing his great quarterback ability. This great baseball arm that he has. Lawrence also known for his exceptional baseball play as he's short here, able to throw the ball in these rainy conditions.
And
Great
Alex,
job. Great answer too from the Bulls offense to go down and answer that central score. So let's see what offense coordinator Tommy Schuler could draw up here. Possibly go in with a score before the half and recoup, recalibrate, and try to get it.
And Alex Money Lima with the point after attempt brings the score to 29-7 in favor of the Bulls. Great way to respond, as you mentioned, Coach, after the strip sack, fumble, and touchdown. The only points so far from the Rockets have come on the defensive end. It's been all Bulls offense this evening. Still plenty of time, as you said, if the OC, Coach Shula, and Coach Derek Gibson can muster some points here on this drive, preferably a touchdown. They'll be just in striking distance in the second half.
But most importantly, just keeping the Bulls offense, the lethal offense, off the field, because right now the Rockets are getting a gracious plenty of the Bulls' explosive plays and wide receiver play, and definitely a gracious plenty of great passes from Neiman Lawrence.
And here's the kickoff. Ford receives it at the 21-yard line. He flips the field, breaks a tackle, has not much room at all. Brought down at the 25. Excellent special teams. And now the ball's down. They say no. There is a whistle. He is down. So great effort by the Bulls, but Ford tried to reverse the field, had not much room over there at all.
Yeah, great job also drawing up the defense, special teams play, kicking the ball to Ford. They're keeping squibbly kicks, short kicks. They're able to box Ford in, not giving him any momentum or a clean slate as he catches the ball and tries to get upfield. But definitely great job of drawing up the special teams play for Ford thus far.
So if you're just joining us, folks, 29-7 your score in favor of Miami Northwestern. Their offense has been on cruise control in the first quarter. Also just got another touchdown. It's been a great afternoon, great evening for Neiman Lawrence, the quarterback. He's connected with Nick St. Joseph Jr. for a number of touchdowns. And here's McQueen handing the ball off to Ford. Not much room at all, brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe even behind. The forward motion brings him back to the original line. That brings up second down and 10 as the clock continues to roll.
Once again, played number 16, Marcus King, with Sean Spence S tonight for the Bulls. A nephew of former Bull great, University of Miami great, and Tennessee Titan player Sean Spence.
And we'll take a break with them, folks. Second quarter of action. 6:13 left to play in this second quarter. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Region Final between the Miami Northwestern Bulls and the Central Rockets on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. McQueen hands the ball off to Ford. Ford out to the 40, to the 45, the 50. He is to the 40, the 50, the 20. Nobody's going to touch him. Jaden Ford, the great equalizer, scores a big touchdown for the Miami Central Rockets here in this second quarter.
Just like that, the great equalizer himself, the Grove's finest. Look at the replay here. Ford shot out of a cannon as he heads upfield. And great angles, but nobody's going to catch the equalizer. Jaden Ford, Coconut Grove finest, and a long line of Ford football players.
Coach, you saw that still shot from the replay. He was 4 steps behind the defenders, and in the next 2 seconds, he blew by all of them. Just unbelievable speed by the young man.
I mean, credit to Northwestern defense thus far. They've been able to kind of stop him before he gets going. And we know that Ford, once he gets going, it's going to be hard to catch him. It's going to be even harder.
Well, that's a force.
We took a look, listen to the referee there, but we got thus far the Bulls have done a great job. Special team of boxing forward in, and definitely at the line of scrimmage, being able to get contact to him before he's able to get it going. But Ford, like we always say, the great equalizer, at any moment, at any point, he could definitely take it to the house, and there you saw that. But it was so quick that, guess what? Now
the Bulls have time to score.
They have a lot of time.
Wanted the response, you said, Coach Shula. Look, Jaden Ford is faster than anybody we've seen out here at Travis Powell Stadium. Just unbelievable speed, and they're going to go for two. Great quick layup the middle. McQueen gets across the goal line for the two-point conversion. Catches the Bulls sleeping on defense. Look at McQueen right under center. Sneaks it down the left side. And that's the first touchdown on offense for the Rockets. So you do give credit to the Bulls. However, just like that, we've got a ball game.
The thing about it with a kid like Ford, sometimes you get in the habit of depending on big plays. But the Rockets are going to have to also rely on big plays, but also rely on some type of drive sustainability where they're going to have to keep Neiman Lawrence and that explosive offense off of the field. Because not yet the Rockets don't seem like they have an answer for the Bulls offense. So moving forward, you would like to see the Rockets, I would love to see the Rockets as well as their fan base put together some drive sustainability, mix it up a little bit more, and you definitely, the point I'm making is you have to keep Mr. Lawrence and that offense off of the field as long as you can. But you have to get points out of those drives as well, so we'll see what happens moving forward.
Here we go, Rodriguez with the kickoff. Recovered at the 14-yard line. Still on his feet down to the 30. Nice run by the Bulls. That'll bring up 1st and 10 with just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half.
Yeah, I'm going to see what Coach P, the Rockets defensive coordinator, can draw up to try to get a stop or to try to cut a drive short. Not necessarily 3 and out, but cut a drive short and get the ball back to your offense and see if they could get a score going into the half. But one thing the Rockets can't afford to happen right now is another score by the Bulls.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the West. Twin receivers stacked to the right side and left side. Shotgun formation. Here's Lawrence. Hard count. Looks for movement. Now resets, gets the play from the sideline. Play clock continuing to roll. Here's Lawrence. Takes the snap, hands the ball off up the middle. Nice tough run, gain of about 4 yards before being brought down. 2nd and 6 for the Bulls.
Take a look at Ford there. Truck James. He always runs forward, but right man on the spot, Kareem Maycock, the Florida State signing for the Rockets.
Here's another snap, RPO. Quick strike to the left side. Russell Jr. good enough for the first down. Bulls continuing to drive once again. As you said, a lot of time left. No matter what, you want the touchdown from Ford. You just want your defense to step up here on this drive.
Absolutely. But once again, you can see great balance from the Northwestern offensive side with runs, mixing in runs and passes. Safe passes, but whenever they get that opportunity to take a big play, they go for it.
Here's Lawrence once again, hands the ball off up the middle. Not much room at all. Smothered by a number of Rocket defenders. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Bulls as the clock continues to run here in this second quarter. Less than 5 minutes remaining before halftime.
Yeah, good job by Cameron McCray there, number 15, to spell it out. You take a look at the Rockets defender, 56 there. Good job. 4th and 2nd and long for Lawrence. Once again, the Bulls are in a bunch formation. They've been successful with their bunch formations. Let's see what happens here.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. RPO has a man wide open. Here's Lanier. Lanier scampers out of bounds right down the first down marker. Great defensive effort. That was Stephen Moore on the pursuit, but Lawrence gets the ball off. That's going to bring up 3rd and short as the clock stops. Great opportunity for the Bulls here as they lead 29-15 here, live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium.
Good play call by the Bulls as they lined up in a bunch formation. Lanier on the clear out was able to run underneath, wide open to get positive yardage for the Bulls.
And that'll bring us to a commercial, folks. You are watching the 2025 FHSAA Football Region Final between the Miami Central Rockets and the Miami Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 4:18 left to play in this first half. Bulls on top 29-15 alongside Calvin Johnson. I'm Haptam Kaleta. It's been an exciting first half here live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Big 3rd down for the Bulls. If the Rockets can get a stop, we'll see if Ford can continue his momentum. But first, Lawrence and company, shotgun, drops back. Great defensive pressure by the Rockets, forces the incomplete pass. 4th and 2, and we assume the special team unit will come out, but you never know. Coach Victor.
Yeah, see Coach Victor now. Great job by Coach Pete, the center blitz. Ron Maycock shot up the middle and threw Lawrence off his square there. Unable to complete the pass. So big 4th down here for the Rockets defense.
And that's why I said you assume the special teams unit comes out. They line up to go for it. 4th and short. Here we go. Biggest play of the game so far. Here's the snap. Lawrence hands the ball off, and the defense of the Central Rockets makes a big stop behind the line of scrimmage, led by Stephen Moore. Great eyes on that one, Coach. Great defense by your Rockets.
Great play by Stephen Moore, as Moore has been a bit victimized here early here in the first half. But great response from Stephen Moore to get the ball back over to his offense. I don't agree with that call from the Bulls offense, but maybe they saw something, knew something, they had a little momentum, but you're up 2 scores, why not kick it away? And then your defense is playing great. You might have been able to get a turnover or a quick 3 and out and get the ball right back. But still, they're still able, with the way the West defense has been playing, able to get a turnover or a big play here. So let's see how the Rockets respond, and we'll see what Coach Tommy Schuler draws up for his quarterback, McQueen.
Trips left for the Rockets. Here's McQueen, looks left, scans the defense. It's the call from the sideline. Here's McQueen. Takes the snap, looks right, fires it, misses, hands of the defender, nearly intercepted. Could not hold on to it. That was Nicholas Lanier. That's the second dropped interception by the Bulls. A clear drop. Could have been the other way. Make it 3, actually, now that I remember the pick 6 that was dropped. That's good defense, but could have been even better.
It won't happen again as the Rockets, like I was just saying a few minutes ago, drive sustainability. Mix it up.
They almost didn't get one play off, Coach.
Mix it up. Mix a little run in. Go with some more safer passes instead of trying to take the deep shots downfield. So you see, nice run, but flags on the field.
Yeah, nice run, and there's laundry on the field. We'll await the call.
Holding on the Rockets offense here. Kind of backs him up. 2nd and long.
Here we are, 2nd and 20. 4 minutes left to play in this first half. Bulls on top, 29-15. Here come the Rockets. Trips left, here's McQueen. Looks left, fires, pass is complete. It's a tackle. Good run by Joseph. He's brought down inbounds. Clock continues to run. So that'll bring up 3rd down. And we'll see the official call. Maybe 14, 15 yards, depending on the spot.
You definitely have to be careful here. As you take a look at some of the flags on the Rockets player, they're definitely throwing the ball into the wind. So you definitely have to be careful of those long passes, the 10, 15-yard passes downfield. So let's see what they draw up.
Great
here.
observation on that one with the flag. That must be some baseball knowledge for sure.
Absolutely. Always check the wind before every game.
Here we go, McQueen. Pressured in the backfield. He avoids the sack. McQueen out to the 50, down to the 46-yard line. Is that good enough for a Rockets first down? A wrong marker. So 4th and 10. Great effort by McQueen as he broke the tackle, avoided the sack, and we've got a man down for the Bulls.
Take a look at the replay here. McQueen scans the field, looks downfield, able to escape the pocket, determined to try to get the first down. That was James Briggs came up with a great tackle to stop McQueen. A lot of yards short. Briggs looks to have a dislocation of his shoulder. That's unfortunate. Briggs playing a great game before the injury, so let's hope that he'll be able to come back into the game. That was James Briggs with the injury. The Rockets decided to stay on the field here, so let's see what they can come up with. 4th and 10. Got the equalizer in the backfield.
That's right, 4th and 10. Man in motion. Here's McQueen. Timeout on the field by the Bulls. They did not like what they see. We'll take it with them, folks. You're watching the 2025 FHSAA Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Deeditz Field at Travis Powell Stadium. The Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls here in the regional finals, 3rd round of the playoffs.
Here we go, McQueen in the shotgun. There is movement before the snap. So encroachment against the defense. 4th and 9 now becomes 4th and 4.
Very manageable 4th down yardage here. See if the Rockets can draw up here as Jaden Ford cross back off on the field as we limped out earlier. Rockets, double receivers on both sides.
And McQueen fires to the left side. Ben, first down, Joseph. Great pitch and catch from McQueen to Joseph for the Rockets' first down. Drive continues here in this 2nd quarter.
A great pitch and catch from McQueen to Joseph. McQueen with a clean pocket.
When there appears to be a flag. No, let's see.
The Bulls seem to have a 12th man on the field. Legal substitution to keep the Rocket drive alive.
So here we go, twin receivers on both sides. Here's a man in motion. That's Joseph. Trips right. McQueen takes a snap, hands the ball off to Ford. Ford tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Excellent defense by the Bulls front four. Clock continues to run here in this second quarter.
Great job by Desmond Johnson to be able to smell that out and get there. Not only get there, but was able to wrap the speedy and very elusive Jaden Ford up. Great defensive play by Desmond Johnson. Another Bulls outstanding linebacker.
Here's McQueen, drops back, rolls to the right. He's got time. Nice short pass. Good catch by Manor. Manor drilled before going out of bounds by Desmond Johnson. And he shoots back up, but there's a flag on the play.
Take a look at the replay here. Yeah, flags on the field. It was a holding. I think there's a holding right there from McFadden. McQueen was able to get the ball to Manor, but unfortunately, Rockets going backward with a holding call. Great first half play here by both teams.
Here we go. McQueen takes a snap. He's pressured. Avoids the sack. Rolls to the right. McQueen now passes over the middle. Pass is complete, but brought down well short of the first down marker. Clock continues to roll.
Three great plays by Desmond Johnson. Good job by McQueen to be able to keep the play alive and continue to look downfield as pocket kind of collapsed. So 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13, and we will take a timeout. Folks, you're watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Miami Central Rockets and the Miami Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Folks, let's thank our proud sponsors tonight. Adidas, Baptist Hospital, Dick's Sporting Goods in Aventura, Dick's Sporting Goods in Midtown, 305 Alumni and the 305 Plus Network. Here we go, 3rd and 13 for the Rockets. McQueen lined up in the shotgun, trips left. Here's a snap. McQueen drops back, fires it to the right side of the field. Pass is incomplete. Great defense by the Bulls.
That was a Mario Kendo, a highly touted DB from the Bulls.
He saved the touchdown. For sure, he saved the touchdown.
Yeah, Mario Kendo, as you look here at the replay of Kendo. That's McQueen. Searches downfield. Play before, but nonetheless, great play by Mario Kendo to break up a Rockets touchdown there. 48 seconds left, 4th and 13. Remember, the Rockets don't necessarily have to look for a touchdown here on this play because just getting some field goal range because we have a great field goal kicker.
And a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here, folks. 29-15 your score. Bulls on top, Rockets threatening.
As I was saying, the Rockets don't necessarily have to look for a touchdown here, but just get a little bit more yards. Try to get the ball center in the middle of the field to give your great field goal kicker, Cole Rodriguez, an opportunity to get you 3 points. And that's 3 points, and that'll bring the lead down to 11 if you're able to get the field goal here. So still, you come away with something positive before you go into the locker room. Cole Rodriguez has been money with his punt and on special teams thus far. He's definitely been the Rockets MVP here in the first half. So let's see what Shula draws up. Not only that, let's see what decision McQueen makes, knowing that it's 48 seconds left before the half. It's 48 seconds before the half.
Pass is complete to the left side to Kinsey. Rockets continuing to drive. Rockets continuing to drive. Shotgun formation.
And the replay here, Kinsey was able to come down with a big catch.
Here's McQueen, looks to the left side. Pass is complete. Nice tackle, stops the clock. That's McCoy brought down out of bounds.
They say Ford wasn't able to get out of bounds. We have 21 seconds here. 19. Rockets.
Here's the snap. McQueen looks over the middle. Pump fakes, has some room. Throws it for the middle. Pass is complete. Touchdown Rockets. Great hands by Twain Manor to make the catch in the end zone. Unbelievable job by the Rockets.
Definitely woke up the Rockets sideline. As we take a look at the replay here as the clock was winding down. McQueen with the snap. He looks downfield, still scanning the field as he finds an open Dwayne Manor in the end zone for a touchdown for the Rockets. Great job by McQueen. Great response by the Rockets offense as well.
Here's Rodriguez set for the point after attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, 29-22 your score. Bulls on top of the Rockets. Great job by the Rockets to respond with the touchdown.
Great job by the Rockets to go ahead and get a score right before the half.
Yeah,
definitely have a game.
We'd just like to remind everybody that both of these amazing schools are proud Adidas Gladiator schools. And still, we're going to ask the question like we asked in the first quarter. Coach, who's going to take on the title of regional champs? Is it going to be the Bulls, or is it going to be your alma mater, the Central Rockets? At this point, it's anybody's game.
Anybody's game. Great response by the Rockets to be able to put themselves back into the game. Good job. They was able to put together a drive right before the half to bring themselves now only a touchdown and a score away from tying it up as we go into the second half.
Here's Rodriguez. This kickoff recovered at the 15-yard line. And nice room by Dumont all the way down to the 42-yard line. That's going to do it here for the first half of action, folks. The Northwestern Bulls 29, the Central Rockets 22. As we get set for halftime entertainment. What a first half we have had here from Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium.
Yeah, we've definitely had a gracious plenty of offense. Explosive plays from the Rockets. Big playability from the Rockets, and the Bulls able to put their scores together with great play call and drive sustainability here. So we're looking forward to definitely having a great second half of action here.
And we'll take a quick commercial break, folks. When we return, it's time entertainment from the marching bands of the Central Rockets. and the Northwestern Bulls. Bulls 29, Rockets 22. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls here on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back for the halftime entertainment. Here, the Bulls are on top 29-22 as we get set for the Miami Central Rockets marching band for your halftime entertainment for part one of this halftime show. Gentlemen, that was the Miami Central Rockets marching band for part one of your halftime entertainment. Once again, the Miami Central Rockets marching band, part one of your halftime entertainment, as we get set for part two of your halftime entertainment, coming from the top of your screen in blue, the Miami Northwestern Bulls marching band.
Do that. You can't call stuff you don't know.
No, I said do the line.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I know where I'm going to talk. It's all good. Yeah. All right. Y'all can move.
Folks, and that was the Miami Northwestern Bulls marching band. We will take a quick commercial break, and when we return, the second half of action here from Adidas Field at Travis Stadium as the Bulls lead 29-22 over the Rockets. You're watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back for the second half of action in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, alongside ESPY Award winner Calvin Johnson and Rockets alum. I'm Haptam Kaleta bringing you this broadcast. Coach, what a comeback by the Rockets. They trailed 29-22, and they get set to receive the ball here and to start the second half.
Yeah, great job before going into the half. The Rockets were able to put together a scoring drive, scoring opportunity, put themselves back into the game. But we can't forget Mr. Lawrence and company. They're over there waiting to get that ball back. So hopefully Coach Schuler could come out and mix it up a little bit, get some drive sustainability going, and try to keep Lawrence and his offense on the sidelines. You take some, and wear the Bull defense down to the best of their ability.
Here's Jaden Ford, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, out to the 40, the 45, Ford to the 50, to the 45, come on his feet. Ford still running down all the way down to the 32-yard line. Sosa is loving what he sees. Oh my goodness, what a way to start the second half. First down, Rockets.
Great job by Jaden Ford. He was able to get the ball in motion. Speedy as he bounces outside, weaves, once again goes outside. It makes a few Bulls miss, and they ran into each other. The great equalizer, Jaden Ford. So as you expected, being down like this, all great teams make a run. Let's see how the Bulls defense respond and answer the Rockets' last two drives here.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Rockets. Here's McQueen. Takes the snap, fumbles the snap, now fires it down the right side of the field. This is incomplete. Just past the outstretched arms of Joseph. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 for the Rockets.
A great play by McQueen to be able to recoup the ball after he fumbled the snap. You have a Rocket player down there, the intended receiver. Joshua Joseph there, just out of the outstretched hand. But once again, great job by McQueen to be able to get himself back together and pick the ball up and still be able to deliver a catchable ball. But like I said, just out of the outstretched arms. Now the Rockets are going south, and they have the wind more at their back here.
That's right. We'd like to remind everybody the FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social media platforms by searching for FHSAA. Be sure to keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the absolute best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA. And of course, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the hard work of our student athletes who are always balancing academics, athletics, arts, and community service. Folks, let's hear it for all of our players. 2nd and 10, here's McQueen, takes the snap, hands the ball off, nowhere to run. Met by a slew of Bulls defenders. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Rockets here in this third quarter.
Good job by the Bulls defensive front. They were able to get a stop there on the Rocket running back before he was able to get some positive yardage. That makes it a 3rd and long for the Rockets here. Once again, when you're able to have a field goal kicker, you pretty much need to get him in field goal range and be able to come away with a score. So,
Well, you have two great field goal kickers. Of course, Cole Rodriguez, Alex Lima, two of the greatest in the GMAC that we've seen. Here's McQueen, takes a snap, big third down play, pump fakes, rolls to the right, throws it deep down the field, out of bounds, incomplete. Great effort. They wanted something in the backfield, however. Can't believe it. There's no flag, and there is a flag down. So we will see what the official call is. So here come the Rockets. Shotgun formation, trips left. 3rd and 20, here's the play. Big screen to the left side, passes complete to Kinsey. Kinsey makes a man miss, steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and long as we remember to thank our proud sponsors tonight, Adidas, Baptist Hospital, Dick's Sporting Goods in Aventura, Dick's Sporting Goods in Midtown, the 305 alumni, and the 305 Plus Network. So here we go, 4th and 15. We get set for this big play between these two Adidas Gladiator schools, the Miami Northwestern Bulls and the Miami Central Rockets, and there's a flag before the snap. We'll see what the official call is. So the call goes against the Rockets.
unfortunately for the Rockets, these last two plays they've been going backwards, so put them in a punting position. But not necessarily a bad situation. They'll be able to try to pin the Bulls back deep in their territory.
So here we go as we get set for the punt from the Rockets. Cole Rodriguez lines up at his 44-yard line. Nice, high, deep punt for the Rockets. It is caught at the 8-yard line and brought down immediately, folks. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Championships, we encourage you to visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. Once again, that's www.fhsaa.com. You can catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA.
And once again, we're at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium for the Miami Northwestern Bulls versus Miami Central Rockets regional final game. Both schools are proud Adidas Gladiator schools. Who would take on the title of regional champions? Will it be Miami Northwestern Bulls or the Miami Central Rockets?
Well, right now it's anybody's game, Coach. I mean, in the first quarter, we asked that question. However, I would say the Bulls in the first quarter, they're up 22-0, but the second quarter, the Central Rockets showed life, and they came back here. 29-22, they trail, looking to make another play, even though they're on defense now. It's still anybody's game, Coach.
Anybody. And tonight, under these bright stadium lights, Miami Northwestern and Miami Central teams are both ready to dominate and give it all they got. Heart, hustle, and hometown pride.
And you always talk about that Miami pride. They definitely dominate Florida football, as DJ Sosa talked about it before the game. South Florida is just different. Here's a pressure by the Rockets, and they bring down Lawrence right behind the line of scrimmage for a big sack.
Take a look at the the replay here. The Rockets stacked in the box, letting them know we're sending them. As Maycock drops back, Paul able to beat the guard and come away with the big tackle for a loss and a sack on the play, along with number 44.
That's right. You've got 5 down linemen for the Rockets. They sent the house, and sure enough, too many men to block forced the sack there, and now it's 2nd and long for the Bulls. They are deep inside their own territory. We will see how Lawrence responds here.
As we watch the game, just be mindful. And both schools are proud Adidas Gladiator schools. As you look at their outfits tonight, Central in the white green, the Bulls, and their gold. Great run on the play also to get back those penalty yards. JaVale Mathis there.
So that brings up 3rd and 8 now for the Bulls. So 3rd and 9 as the clock continues to roll. 3rd and 8 for the Bulls. Twin receivers lined up to the left. Here's a man in motion. Lawrence steps back, fires it over the middle. This is in and out of the hands of his receiver, Nick St. Joseph. Great defense by the Rockets defensive back. That forces 3rd and 8.
Brown.
Yeah, William Brown all over that one, just in and out of the hands. Joseph could have brought it down, but Brown made sure to disrupt that one.
Good job by William Brown. Let's remember the rights to the telecast of this region quarterfinal game between Miami Central and Miami Northwestern in the 2025 FHSAA Football Championship have been granted to the 305 Plus Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of the telecast without express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited.
4th and 8. Here's a snap. Nice high punt. Ford looks to receive it at the 29-yard line. Ford's got some room. He makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Brought down at the 35. Make that 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Miami Central.
Great tackle by Adrian Ellis to bring down the ever-elusive Jade Ford.
Yep, and folks, we'd like to remind you that the Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA football championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA, Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA, Go Fan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA, Cliff Jones, the official championship ring provider and partner of the FHSAA, the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA, and Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2025 FHSAA Football Championships.
Great play by Jameer Times to get to the running back before he was able to get started for no gain on the play. And also, don't miss out. Download the 305 Plus Network app today to watch Miami-Dade sports. Check out player profiles and earn a 25% off code for Adidas gear at your school store website. Get connected with 305 Plus Network now.
Here we go. Shotgun formation for your Central Rockets. Here's a man in motion. That's Manor. Checks for man coverage. Here's a snap. McQueen looks right. He's brought down behind the line. Great defense by Shane Rochelle coming up with the sack.
Great job by Shane Rochelle to get a loss for the Bulls and push the Rockets back further. McQueen has to have the clock ticking in his head. He has to be able to read the defense, get his checks. If it's not there, get rid of the ball or scramble and try to get some positive yardage. But nonetheless, another great play by Shane Rochelle and the Bulls defense.
Here Here we go, trips right for the Rockets. McQueen takes a snap, he's pressured once again, has to throw it away, incomplete pass. And he was pressured once again. Great defensive pursuit by Shane Rochelle, and his teammate DeMarcus King forces the errant pass, and that'll bring up 4th and long for the Rockets.
Fans, we hope you all enjoy all the upgrades that you see around the stadium. We could not have to transform this stadium without the generous support from our Miami-Dade Public School Adidas partnership. Let's give it up for Adidas, our proud official apparel partner. Great job so far by both teams in a bit of a stalemate here early in the second half. And that's what you can expect from two championship caliber teams, because we all know in the game of sports, the good team is always going to make a run. Great job by the Bulls defense so far answering the bell in the second half, prohibiting the Rockets to get anything going on offense or any type of rhythm.
Is that what happened with the Falcons and Patriots?
Pretty much.
We'll never forget 28-3.
Yeah.
I want to talk about two good teams. For sure that was over, right? But nope, not at all. Here we go, shotgun formation, 4th down. Here's Cole Rodriguez. But has been having a great night thus far from the special teams aspect. And great defense by the Rockets, forcing the tackle right at the 21. They'll say he fell down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulls. They lead 29-22 here in this third quarter.
Great job by Cole Rodriguez once again, pinning Dumont back deep in his own territory. Great job by the Rockets special teams players to get down and secure the tackle. Let's thank our proud sponsors tonight: Adidas, Baptist Hospital, Big Sporting Goods, Aventura, Big Sporting Goods Midtown, the 305 Alumni, and the 305 Plus Network.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the West. Twin receivers lined up on both sides, shotgun formation. Here's Lawrence as a man in the backfield, hands the ball off up the middle. Nice tough run before being brought down, gain of about 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for Miami Northwestern.
Remember, go to your Apple Play Store or Google Play Store to download the 305 Plus Network app today to watch Miami-Dade sports and earn a 25% off code for Adidas gear at your school store website. Stay connected with the 305 Plus Network.
Here we go, 2nd and 8. Twin receivers lined up on both sides. Lawrence drops back, fires it down the middle, pass is incomplete. Definitely was some contact there, but not enough to throw the flag. Great defense by the Rockets, forcing a 3rd and 8 here as this third quarter continues to wind down. Just under 5 minutes left. And we'd like to remind everybody that GMAC and the 305 Plus Network remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is displayed by everyone. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let your good sportsmanship show as you enjoy tonight's game here live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Bulls 29, Rockets 22. Shotgun formation, twin receivers to the left. Here's Lawrence, looks left, looks right, fires it, passes complete. Right at the first down marker. Did he get enough? There is a player down.
Once again, another clean pocket for Lawrence to be able to complete that pass. Never injured receiver down as he fought for extra yardage on the plate. As he gets up, that's looks like that's Nick Lanier. Great catch by Nick Lanier right at the first down marker. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes corporate sponsors who help make the FHSA Football Championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSA, Gatorade, Thirst Quencher, Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. Herb Jones, the official championship ring partner of the the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FSAA, and Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2025 FHSAA Football Championship.
Here's Erwin James with the carry up the middle. And Lawrence keeps it. Check that. Gain of about 1 by Lawrence. Brings up second and about 10. Make that 9. We appreciate all our listeners tuning in across the country, not just in Miami or Florida, from Texas, Louisiana, all the way to California. Here we go. Here's a snap. Lawrence fires to the left side. He's got a man wide open to the 40, 45. Brought down past the 50-yard line. That's Calvin Russell Jr. Big first down, and he has some words for the sideline of the Rockets.
As we take a look at the replay, Russell comes all the way cross field. Wide open, untouched. It's a good tackle by William Brown to prohibit any extra yardage being gained. Great pitching catch there on the drag route by Russell. He came across, nobody touched him. Pretty sure Coach P will have a couple of words for his linebackers there. So usually once the player crosses your face, you have to put some contact on him.
Absolutely. Here's Erwin James with the carry up the middle. Nice, tough run. Gain of 4, maybe 5 yards. Brings up second and 5 for the Bulls. They continue to drive with this lead. 29-22. Here live from Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Exciting first half, second quarter specifically for the Rockets and the Bulls. Twin receivers lined up to the right for Northwestern. Here's the snap. Nice fire to the right side. Pass is complete. Dawkins breaks a tackle. On his feet. Pushed out of bounds past the line of scrimmage. Past the first down marker. 1st and 10, Miami Northwestern.
Here's look at the replay. With pitch and catch outside. Tompkins made the first man miss. And we know what missed tackles lead to. Big plays and first down and definitely yak yardage.
That was a beautiful juke. Oh, my goodness. Good enough for the first down.
The YouTube listeners critiquing the reading ability of the one SP winner. I mean,
right. Put some respect on his name.
You definitely can't buy that in the store, so.
That's once in a lifetime, Coach. I love it. Here we go. Shotgun formation once again for the Bulls. 4 receivers now make that 3 lined up to the right, and there's a whistle. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah. Time up on the field, but
So 5-yard penalty. Delay of game is the official call against the West.
Shout out to Ham 850. ESPY. Spells SB.
Here's the snap. Lawrence fires it down the right side. This is complete. Marcus Dumont to the far end, to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami Northwestern. Marcus Dumont scores.
Great job from Neiman Lawrence. Great pitch and catch to Marcus Dumont. Dumont able to make Brandon Kinsey miss as he takes it in for the score for the Bulls. To push their lead up now to 35-22.
You have got to talk about Mr. Neiman Lawrence. Neiman Lawrence has been having a fantastic game for the Bulls. Just touchdown after touchdown. as Alex Money Lima hits the point after attempt. And the Bulls now on top 36-22. Big touchdown to score before the end of the third quarter, Coach.
Great answer. And way to put together a drive for the Bulls to be able to come out and take another big lead here. And the Rockets are faced with another uphill battle. And let's see how the Rockets respond. They have time as the third quarter went by pretty fast. A bit of a stalemate early in the first and the third quarter, but the Bulls able to wiggle away and push the lead up now.
And you just take a look across the field. Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium seems to just continue to fill up, Coach. He's not used to seeing those stands out there. You got the band, plenty of room for everybody to come out here. Of course, those who are tuning in from home on YouTube, on the 305 Plus Network, we are thrilled to have you join our broadcast. 36-22. It's not over yet for the Rockets. Big fourth quarter. Anything can happen, but the Bulls looking good thus far after that touchdown. Here's Ford. Receives it at the 8-yard line. Ford breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet. Tripped up at the 34-yard line. First and 10 for the Rockets.
Great job by Elk Polycarp to prohibit Ford from possibly taking it to the house.
Yeah, he was one or two tackles away from taking that one off, Coach. And what a tackle. Touchdown saving tackle, if you will. So a big drive here, Coach. You are Eric Gibson. You're talking to your team as we have a man down. What are you telling your team here as you just gave up another touchdown to the Bulls, but there's still a whole fourth quarter left to play?
Only thing you can tell them, one play at a time. And make that play a positive play. Not only positive, but safe. Put together a safe drive here. Try to eat some of the time off the clock, but also be aware of trying to get a score, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, to answer this Bulls onslaught.
And remember in the second quarter when they needed something big, they trailed 22-0. They called upon that defense. Defense, what did they do? They strip sack, fumble, and touchdown. The offense didn't score the first touchdown. The defense did. As we have a man get up off his feet. Great to see him back on his feet. That's Brian McCoy out of the Rockets. His helmet is off. It looks a little dizzy, but nonetheless, he walks off on his own 2 feet. Great to see him going to the sidelines. So 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Twin receivers lined up on both sides. We've got a man in motion. That's Manor. Here's McQueen. Throws it to the middle. Passes complete to Dwayne Manor. Clock continues to roll. Less than a minute left to play in this third quarter. Rockets trail 36-22 here live from Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Shotgun formation once again. Twin receivers, and a man goes down. And he has got to be ramping up. We'll take a quick commercial break, folks. Bulls 36, Rockets 22. You're watching the 2025 FHSAA Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back.
While we were away, the Rockets ran a quick play. Ford was able to get the first down. The Rockets seem to come out with a fast break, up-tempo offense here to try to catch the Bulls defense off guard.
So that'll do it for the first 3 quarters of action. Bulls on top 36-22. The final quarter coming up shortly here live from Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. We appreciate all our listeners and watchers tuning in. You are watching the 2025 FHSAA Football Region Final between the Rockets and the Bulls here on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter of action on the 305 Plus Network.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Adidas Field and Travis Powell Stadium. Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2025 Florida High School Football State Championships game. The intense action takes place November 4th and 6th for the Rural and Fit Championships at the range of the H.G. Moore Stadium on December 10th through the 13th for Class 1A through 7A at Pitbull Stadium at Florida International University in Miami. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football. Visit the FSAA website at fhsaa.com for more information.
So here we go, folks. 3rd and 2 for the Rockets. Here we go, shotgun formation. Trips right for the Rockets. McQueen. RPO decides to hand the ball off. Omari Hollis has nowhere to go. And McQueen hesitated to give him the ball. Nonetheless, the Bulls defense sniffed it out, made a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down and about 4 for the Rockets.
Great play by number 21, Keandre Pont. As we take a look, a little mix-up on the handoff here. As you'll see Pont come up and upends the runner, Hollis, not only for a tackle, but for a loss on the play. And the Rockets will keep their offense on the field. It'll be 4th and 6.
Twin receivers lined up to the left. Here's a man in motion. McQueen drops back, fires it. Has a man wide open. Pass is complete. 1st down, Rockets. Great hands by Kareem Brown. Big 1st down reception for Miami Central. They keep the drive alive here in this 4th quarter.
Replay here. Queen gets the snap. He has a clean pocket. Takes a look outside. Completes the pass.
And here's Ford up the middle. Makes a tackle, still on his feet. Ford cuts back to the 22. Tackled out of bounds. What a run by Jaden Ford. 1st down, Rockets.
Great job by Ford. The shiftiness and the awareness of Ford, able to make the first man miss on the tackle attempt. We also have flags on the field. The face mask on the play.
So timeout on the field. We will take it with them, folks. You are watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Rockets and the Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, alongside Calvin Johnson. I'm Hoptum Kaleta. 36-22 your score here in favor of the Bulls over the Rockets, but Miami Central threatening. Jaden Ford met behind the line of scrimmage. Great solo tackle by guess who? McFadden all over that one.
Big Daddy McFadden. Neatest man initially off the line of scrimmage and able to hit Ford behind the line of scrimmage for a tackle for a loss. Also a big play by McFadden.
Big McFadden, small Ford, he just swallowed him for sure. Almost twice the size as the young scamper back, the senior. Here we go. Shotgun formation, twin receivers to the left. McQueen directing the offense. Hands it off to Ford. Quick toss. Ford makes a man miss, reverses field. Ford makes a man miss, and just too much moves. Great effort by Jaden Ford. Just ran out of real estate. Got to give him credit for the effort.
Good job by the Bulls defense. As you take a look at number 21, Keandre Pont, the guy responsible for that tackle. Good job also once again by Big Daddy McFadden. who were able to start the chaos to lead to a Bulls tackle for a loss.
And how big is this drive, Coach, for the Rockets? Fourth quarter, you're down 36-22. You need something.
Definitely have to come away with a score here.
Here's McQueen, fires. This is complete. And a blow to the head. No flag, and there's a late flag. Unbelievable catch by Kareem Brown. Gets drilled in the head. An excess yardage after that one, and he comes running off the field. Helmet off, but he is excited.
Take a look at McQueen. Good pitch and catch. Kareem Brown, great concentration to still be able to come down with that catch after being popped. Great pitch and catch for a 1st and goal for the Miami Central Rockets.
And Brown runs all the way down the sideline, just trying to stay awake and alive. Took a big blow. Great to see him still on his feet. That's a big 1st down pitch and catch. He's not wearing a helmet, not speaking to anybody, just trying to get his feet back on. Now he gets his helmet and looks like he'll be heading back towards the field. However, 1st and goal for the Rockets, exactly what they needed. They need to punch this one in. There's a run up the middle past the goal line. Touchdown, Miami Central Rockets.
They came out in their version of the tush push and McQueen was able to find the big guy, follow the big guys all the way into the end zone for a touchdown run. A much needed touchdown for the Rockets to be able to stay into this game and get himself an opportunity to mount a comeback and win the game.
Cole Rodriguez set for the point after attempt. Kick is good. 36-29 your score. Big touchdown for the Rockets. And we will keep it here, folks. Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Be sure to make plans to attend the 2025 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place December 4th and December 6th for the Rural and Fit Championships at the Range at H.G. Moore Stadium, and December 10th through 13th for classes 1A through 7A at newly named Rural Stadium at Florida International University in Miami. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Be sure to visit the FHSAA website at FHSAA.com for more information. But there's a short kick recovered by the Bulls. Just shy of the 40-yard line. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the West. Just over 9 minutes left in this one. Great contest, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. Rockets defense definitely have to come up with a stop here. They definitely can't allow a score to take place. Hopefully they can try and get a 3 and out and try to get the ball back over to their offense. But what a great game.
Absolutely.
Two Gladiator schools.
To Adidas Gladiator schools at that. Here we go, shotgun formation, trips left. Big screen to the left side. Pass is complete. Tompkins still on his feet, gets brought down after a gain of about 3. That'll bring up 2nd and about 5, maybe 6 yards for the Bulls.
Great safe call by the Bulls. Able to get some positive yardage out of that play to make it a 2nd and short opportunity for their offense.
Can't help but think about that big 3rd down play by the Rockets. Kareem Brown keeping this game alive for Central. Here's a quick handoff up the middle to Erwin James, knifing his way towards the first down marker. Brought down just shy of the marker. That brings up 3rd and maybe 2.
Take a look at the central offensive line coach going over some plays and some strategies for his offensive linemen. Good run by James to get him a 3rd and short here.
Grips right for the Bulls. Shotgun formation. They change the play. Single coverage on the right side. 3 receivers lined up. You've got a high safety. Here's the snap. Single coverage on the left side. The pass is complete to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Northwestern. Nicholas Lanier. Great catch down the left sideline. He's untouched for another Bulls touchdown.
Great pitch and catch here. Great pass on sticky coverage as Quentin Rowe was there, but what a great pass from Lawrence to Nicholas Lanier for a quick strike and a quick answer from the Bulls offense. A 53-yard strike on a 3rd and short. Take a look at the fans here on the Miami Central side. Leaving the stadium, sensing that the Rockets have no chance to get back into this game, but as the great Mr. Wilcox says, it ain't over until it's over. Nonetheless, another great playoff game between.
There's still plenty of time in this one, of course. Some of the fans a little anxious to get out of here, but nonetheless, we just had a one-score game until that last touchdown. So things can happen quickly around here. It's just a big play for the Bulls to extend their lead. But there's still plenty of time. Rockets just have to play clean football in the final 7 minutes.
Big play, but even a bigger answer back by Neiman Lawrence and Nicholas Lanier. Quick strike ability. I tell you, Miami Northwestern, they definitely had themselves a quarterback for a few more years to come.
Another touchdown pass. We've lost count tonight, folks. Great job by Neiman Lawrence. Just having a blast out there.
A lot of credit goes to that offensive line. Give all game, giving him that clean pocket to give him time to scan the defense and go through his reads and make those laser-like passes that he's capable of making.
Pointer after attempt by Alex. Money Lima is good. Extending the Bulls lead 43-29. Bulls on top of the Rockets, folks. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Football Region Final between the Central Rockets and the Northwestern Bulls on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be right back.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Wholesome comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities.
Welcome back to tonight's regional final here at Adidas Field at Trash Pile Stadium, where the Bulls have taken a 43-29 lead over the Rockets, trying to ensure victory to move on this playoff push. Rockets have to be mindful. They definitely can't afford a turnover here on this drive. They have to come out, be mindful of the clock.
Nice low kick, recovered at the 17-yard line. And here's Kinsey. Kinsey still on his feet, knifing his way close to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Not quite desperation time, but very important to have a methodical drive and to get some points on this drive.
Yep, but they definitely have to be mindful of the clock. Move a little fast, up-tempo offense. But a turnover would pretty much definitely put this game out of reach, and it'll definitely probably be over at that point. So let's see. We've seen some stranger things happen this year in Miami high school football.
Absolutely. Trips left for the Rockets. Here's McQueen. Shotgun formation. Short pass to the middle. Nearly intercepted off the ground. There was nobody there from the Rockets. McQueen panicked and nearly threw the game away with that pass.
Not only that, the Bulls only front three, and they were able to get pressure with their front three. So great job by the front three of the Bulls to cause pressure and force McQueen into a turnover.
All right, we'd like to remind everybody to remember to visit Miami Northwestern and Miami Central School stores to get your gear for all sports. You can access their stores by going to the 305plusnetwork.tv and click on Shop to purchase gear for your respective school.
Correction, not a turnover, but an incomplete pass on that last play prior to this one. Ford with some good yardage on the screen play. Let's take a look at the Rockets defense coordinator there, Coach P, trying to scrum up something to be able to stop the Bulls' attack. Good screenplay, good enough for a Rocket first down. The clock stop here. 7:08 left to go in the fourth quarter.
So clock continuing to run now. Shotgun formation, twin receivers lined up on both sides. Here's McQueen, fires to the left side. Great pressure by the Bulls. That's Christian Essex on the pressure, forcing the errant pass from McQueen. A huge third down for the Rockets as the fourth quarter continues to wind down. Just under 7 minutes left. Big play for the Rockets.
Big play, but they still have to come up with a way to keep the
drive alive. That's it, Coach.
Alive.
That's the name of the game. And check that. We've got second on the field. Here's McQueen. Fires to the right side. Right in front of his receiver. He did not see it. Dwayne Manor. Nice timing route by McQueen. However, that'll bring up third and a long 10 for the Rockets, as Manor just did not see the football.
Yeah, he threw the ball to where he expected his receiver to be, but I don't think Manor was aware that the path was coming to him. Take a look at Northwestern coach, Quentin Vickstrom, saying we were this close to getting the interception. So
how many times? They dropped two in the first half. One, a sure pick six. As you see some of the Central Rockets players on the bench trying to keep hope alive. Big third down. Here's McQueen. Trips right, fakes the screen. He's pressured. This time they go to the screen to the left side. The play worked in the first quarter. However, that time they could not find their speedster, Omari Hollis, out of the backfield. Fourth down and 10 for Miami Central.
great play call, but unfortunately they weren't able to complete it. Hollis has some room to get upfield. So definitely do or die right here on fourth down. Let's see if McQueen can come up with something to keep the drive going.
Here we go. McQueen looks right. Needs a first down. Pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Dwayne Manor. The Bulls come up with the turnover on downs, and that might just about do it for this contest. Still plenty of time if they turn the ball over. However, it's all Bulls from there. So turnover on downs on the field brings up 1st and 10 for the Bulls.
Yeah, and if you're the real Rockets defense, you got to know that the Bulls not going to just walk off the field and run a timeout. So they still can have a chance at a turnover here if the Bulls come out throwing the ball. So let's see if the Rockets defense is up to the task of trying to get the ball back over to their offense, because it ain't over until the game says 0.
There's Russell Jr. up the middle. Follows his running back. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 6 for the Bulls. They lead 43-29 here. 4th quarter continuing to run down.
Apparently something may have happened to Lawrence on that last drive. We have Calvin Russell in at quarterback now for the Bulls.
Yeah, Lawrence has been playing fantastic. Lights out all night.
Yeah, the Bulls are
Touchdown pass
no
after
hurry.
touchdown pass.
Yeah, they're in no hurry to get the offense going here.
Shotgun snap. Hands the ball off to the right side. Here's Mathis. All the way out of bounds. And there is Laundry on the field, Coach.
Time is definitely not on the side of the Rockets here. They definitely have to find a way to get a 3 and out here, get the ball back over to their offense. Miami-Dade County Public Schools, your best choice here on the 305 Plus Network. And our proud sponsor, Adidas.
So here we go, shotgun formation. Lawrence back in the game, takes a snap, fires it to the left side, has a man wide open. And clock continues to roll. Lanier makes the catch. Well short of the first down, but clock continues to run. 3rd and 9. Big play here for the Rockets on defense. If they can force a 4th down, they still have plenty of time. Just need to strike quickly. Twin receivers lined up to the right. Here's a snap. Lawrence fires it to the right side. Pass is complete. Well short of the first down, but the clock will continue to run. Less than 5 minutes left to play. Do the Rockets have enough time, Coach?
That could have to be right now.
Right, you got to get a stop. Will the Bulls go for it? Punt. Had a similar opportunity in the first half and wasn't fortunate. Here we go. Big play here. 4th and 3. So you might want to keep your offense on the field. Try to end it right here. Maybe get the defense to draw. Jump off sides. We'll see what happens. 3 receivers lined up to the right. Empty backfield. Here's a snap. Short pass over the middle. Pass is complete. Down to the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Elvin Russell Jr. scores another touchdown for the Northwestern Bulls, and this one is just about over.
Take a look at the replay here. Pitch and catch from Lawrence to Russell. Put it over here as the Bulls will advance to the next round of playoffs.
And Alex Money Lima hits the extra point and then gets tackled. Flags fly everywhere, however. He gets up, runs to the sideline, and his team leads 50-29. What a play. Another touchdown pass from Demon Lawrence. We can't speak enough about the young man playing quarterback tonight for the Bulls.
And yeah, also his offensive line all night giving him that clean pocket as he's able to survey the field and pick apart the Rockets defense. But pretty much a clean game played. Great job, great effort by both teams. So we finished the game. Finished a clean game. No unnecessary foolishness.
So you see the Rockets fans already heading out. They had a chance late in the fourth quarter, that last drive. Even the one before this one still was in this one. And just one strike from the Bulls, of course, right away. 50-29. Your score here, of course, football tomorrow morning in Miami. They continue. The Dolphins hosting the Saints at Hard Rock Stadium. But for now, it's going to be a Bulls party all night long in Miami, folks.
Yes,
They are excited. Rockets played. They did what they could. They got behind early, 22-0. That was quickly erased by halftime, 22-29. But too much Bulls in the second half as well.
Too much Bulls. It was like I said, it was a gracious plenty of Northwestern fireworks on offense. It'll definitely be a party on 71st Street all night long.
And somewhere Teddy Bridgewater watching on, cheering on his alma mater, of course. But now Coach Victor looking forward to the post-game interview. We spoke with him the last few weeks. He's very confident, very excited. Looking forward to see what he has to say about his Bulls' performance tonight.
I'm pretty sure he'll keep stressing that we are a we team. We, W-E. As you know, nobody else but we. Great job by Victrum and his staff all year. But kudos to Coach Victrum under the circumstances with the incident with Coach Bridgewater. They was able to put that behind them and not only come out and defeat the Rockets twice this year in 2 big games. So kudos to Coach Victrum. He deserves his flowers for a great job done under those circumstances. Any other coach or coaching staff probably would have nailed it home, but Victor and his staff stayed the course.
That's right. Quick screen to the left side. That's Willington Jackson. Brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Not much room at all. Bulls still playing tough. Love to see that.
Yeah, that Nicholas Lanier not playing until the clock strikes 0. That's all that you can ask of your players. Exude great effort, enthusiasm, and play a good game.
And respect your opponent for sure.
Definitely.
No need to be extra with the boasting and bragging. You won the game. Play good, and nearly an interception. Once again, the Bulls front four putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Just pray that both sides are able to keep a cool head and finish the game off the right way.
So twin receivers on both sides. Third and long for the Rockets. Here's McQueen. Fires to the left side. Pass is complete. Once again, Kareem Brown makes the catch just past the first down marker. So the drive will stay alive for the Rockets.
Two minutes and 58 seconds left to go. It's pretty much a wrap here. Take a look at William Brown. Still being spirited on the Rocket sideline. Take a look at Darius Johnson giving Briggs an earful to keep it classy. Interception. Interception by Keandre Ponton. That'll pretty much wrap it up here. Look at the replay here. Queen didn't see the underneath DB there. Keandre Ponton, of course, looking to seal the game, but that definitely sealed the game tonight for the Bulls. Great job by the Bulls offense. Came out with a great display of offensive fireworks, great balance, attack tonight, keeping the Rockets defense a bit off guard. Great effort by the Rockets to try to mount a comeback, but unfortunately, Rockets dug themselves an early hole. And we know that's some of the things you can't afford to do against a equally good team. Take a look at the Bulls sideline. Like I said before, amidst all the controversy early in the season, not having a coach, not knowing the coach's situation, Coach Vikram and his staff did an excellent job of staying the course and are still alive in the playoffs and looking for a repeat of state championship. Great rivalry game between two of Miami finest. As you take a look at former Rocket player Darrell Estrich, clearly disappointed. The handoff to James. James goes down. Great running all night by number 4 there, Irvin James. James always runs hard. Northwestern in no hurry here. Hand off to James once again. Take a look at Nicholas Lanier. Having a few words with some of his Rockets buddies. If not be mistaken, these guys know each other very well. played optimist football together. They went their separate ways, chose two different high schools. Once again, another great showing for the Bulls. And their star-studded quarterback, Neiman Lawrence. Lawrence with the keeper. Lawrence runs out of bounds. Up the coaching staff over there tell him, like, why would you run out of bounds, just keep the clock running? But I think Lawrence, he's telling the guys, nah, man, I wasn't really thinking about it, so. The Bulls in victory formation. Good job by the Bulls and the Rockets to keep it classy. But in the great words of Mr. William Wilcox for the Miami Central Rockets, it's shoulder pass to the left, helmet to the right. But you can keep your mouthpiece. You can keep your mouthpiece. We definitely don't need your mouthpiece. You look at the Rockets side, clear it out. Hats off to the Miami Northwestern Bulls and Coach Quentin Vickstrom for a great victory in this rivalry game. Another great showing tonight here at Adidas Field. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Adidas, for partnering with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. But put on a great showing by two Adidas Gladiator schools. Great job to Miami Northwestern. Bulls soak their coach to Quentin Vickstrom and a well-earned Gatorade bath. Final score here, Miami Northwestern 50, Miami Central Rockets 29. Take a look at the Bulls sideline. Great showing tonight by both teams' faithful. We're going to get some post-game interviews here with the winning coach, Quentin Vickstrom.